of what to say next. So really my notes are right up there on the screen, but people don't understand that because they just see the picture. But that kind of reminds me of what to say. My initial seminar when I first got started was about 2 hours for the entire seminar. Each section was about 10 minutes. I would have 10 minutes on dinosaurs and 10 minutes on the age of the Earth. And each of those sections slowly swelled up to where it's now over 15 hours of teaching on the topic and has grown to multiple videotapes. But you'll be surprised how quickly it'll come if you have visuals that you can, especially if you can rearrange the order quickly like you can in PowerPoint or with a slide projector. You can arrange these visuals and they will become a prompt, and it'll be much easier than you think as you start to actually speak if you have a visual to remind you. You will find that most pastors have a list of other pastors that they know, and if they may or may not want to give you that list, but if they will give you the list of pastors to contact, that's a good place to start, or youth directors where you can contact them and say, look, we're starting a ministry, and can I please come preach? Or junior churches. Junior churches are very frequently, or Sunday school classes are frequently, thrilled to get somebody to offer to come share something. And if you only got 15 minutes worth of speaking, then tell them you can speak 15 minutes and they can go back to their regular lesson. But you'll find that you'll be able to get lots of leads from people. You will find I'm Independent Baptist, and if you are in a denomination similar to that, you will find that there's a little bit of a clannishness where if you go to other kinds, then they will ostracize you, or you can't come to mine now because you went to a different kind, Well, I soon gave up on that and said, all right, I'm just going to serve God. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to work for God and go wherever He tells me to go. So I pretty much go to a variety of denominations now. I don't request meetings any place except Independent Baptist churches, but if others call and they're not telling me what to speak, I will go. I have found it is very helpful to have a lot of public school textbooks on hand. You can probably check at your local school district and ask them, do they have what's called a professional library or something equivalent to that, where all of the textbooks they use in the schools, they have at least one copy there where people can go look at them. It's different from county to county, so I'm not sure how it'll be where you are, but you can probably run an ad in the paper and say, wanted old science textbooks, and get a lot of people to simply give them to you. I use these for research and to get pictures out of them. There's no problem with copyright if you're taking a picture from a book, as long as you're doing it for educational purposes, and if it's called the fair use clause. If your use of the material is not going to hinder somebody from buying the original material, then it's perfectly fine to use it without worrying about copyrights at all. Another idea you may want to consider is if you go to McDonald's and ask if they can put on a birthday party for you, they will say sure, and they charge $4 or $5 or $6 per kid, and they come in and you have a birthday party, and McDonald's supplies everything. They supply the food and they clean up the mess and they have a clown come out or whatever and do the birthday party. Well, you could advertise in the paper that you're willing to do dinosaur birthday parties where you would travel to people's homes and they would get about 8 or 10 or 20 5-year-olds or 8-year-olds, whatever they're having together, and you would actually have the whole birthday party. You could bring a dinosaur cake, dinosaur cookies, Kool-Aid, whatever, and have a program where you speak for 20 minutes and you let them handle fossils, and you would charge for that. You say so much per child, or flat fee or whatever. You would sort of be catering a birthday party to people's houses, and if you advertise something like that, many parents would love to pay $30 or $40 or $50 to not have to do anything. Just they want a party for their kid. That's all they know. So that's just an idea you may want to use. As your ministry grows, you'll have to face some decisions, I guess. One is whether or not you want to become 501c3 tax exempt. We encourage people not to do that because there are so many IRS loops you have to jump through. You do not need anybody's permission to start a ministry except God's. Just start one, give it a name, and start preaching. You can have churches that may want to take you on as missionary. Someone suggested that I send out a letter asking for missionary support. It cost me $150 to send out the letter years ago when I first got started. I said, please take me on for support. I want to be a missionary and start this ministry. I had one church that took me on for $10 a month for 1 year. So it cost me $150 for the letter, and I got $120 back from the churches. So that was a complete failure. But it may work. I mean, you're welcome to try it. So that's one option. And we have several people who now support our ministry regularly. We don't ever ask for it. They just decided they would. And so that may work for you that way. Anyway, we pray that God will bless you, and please let us know if we can be any help in any way. I get a lot of calls, and if you think you're ready, or if you do some seminars, videotape them and send them to me. I'll be glad to send you ideas of how to improve it. A lot of the speakers that speak on creation are very intelligent and very boring. I don't think we need any more of those out there. We need some people that'll be exciting and use lots of visuals and humor. And it's a wonderful, wonderful ministry. It's a great need. There's challenges from all sides, so let's get out there and get busy. Call if we can help. Our number here is 850-479-DINO, 850-479-3466. Thanks a lot. Bye.